Alright, hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, before I forget, because this is a topic I really wanted to talk about right now, if you're somebody who makes content or just started making content, it's absolutely crucial that you need to listen to what I'm about to say. Mainly because when you start creating content, you start getting feedback from people you don't want, or you start asking for feedback from people you don't want. And feedback is, of course, super good and it's super valuable, and it's an amazing thing that you A, create content, and then B, like get feedback to improve the content. But here's where the mistake some of you guys do when it comes to taking feedback and using that feedback to implement on the content. And I'm gonna try to be like super logical on this one. So let's say you started creating content and you're looking for feedback. So you get feedback from a colleague, or you get feedback, I don't know, from some of your family members or somebody, I don't know, like a friend or something. But the only problem is that they don't create content. They don't have, their like profile is private. They don't show themselves online. So how are they really critiquing you? So if whatever advice they give you, it's immediately not valid. Mainly because whatever advice they give you and you start implementing them, there's no proof, there's no logic behind it. Like, let's say they're like, oh, I don't like how the camera was set up in this one. And then you're like, why? Just ask them why. Oh, because I saw this other creator. No. Like, do you have certain proof, or do you have certain metrics, or do you have certain things from your experience that you've seen that this might improve my video quality, or just how the video is edited, or something like that? So it's very important you get feedback from people who create content, whatever niche it is. Like, if you can even be more niche, let's say you are I don't know, like a roofing company. You make roofing content, and then you ask for other roofing companies like, hey, like, how does my content look? Or you ask like a marketing agency, or you like actual content creators who create content. They will give you the most valuable feedback. Most of the time they'll be like, no, this is an amazing job. Like, all you should do, like, if I see somebody who's just started posting, I'm not going to tell them, yeah, now you need to get a better camera, you need to do this, you need to get better audio, you need to do this. No, all I'm going to say is like, fantastic job, and started posting. Just keep this momentum going. We'll worry about perfection, we'll worry about quality later. This is you starting your own journey. Like, if you're doing this on your own, just start creating content. Like, the first 50 posts, just post wherever you can. Don't worry about making it perfect. Don't worry about like a feedback that doesn't really matter, because the only first 50 posts need to be like they just need to be posted. Because I've seen people getting feedback from the wrong people, and my question is, especially if they work with us, like, we can shield them from that. But I realize that there's a lot of people who start creating content and they get that feedback. Hey, the lighting doesn't look good. Hey, you look like this. You should do this. You should do this. And there's so much feedback. You stop creating content, because what's happening is, like, you're on your second video, you're on your fifth video, and then you start getting these perfection implications. Do this to make it more good. Do this to make it more good, and then you just stop creating, which is like by far the worst thing you could do, like when it comes to the content creation thing, is not creating content. So it is absolutely crucial you only take feedback from actual content creators. Like, you will get better feedback from people who create content. Like, this is just super logical. If you're a doctor, you will only get better from other doctors' advice. You don't ask the patient, because if you ask other creators, they might tell you to, hey, start with a good hook. Hey, just make sure whatever video you're doing has like proper structure in it. Don't introduce yourself in the first 5 seconds. They'll give you actual advice that you can actually use to improve the performance of the reels, not dumb stuff like, hey, just put the camera here. Hey, you don't look like this. Hey, you forgot to put this. No, like, what? Yeah, and I'm not saying to completely like just not listen to everything they say. I'm just saying that their advice doesn't hold that much of a magnitude than people who do create content. Because if you're creating and they're not creating, I would just look at them and like have a little doubt. I was like, But if somebody like who is in your niche and who does exactly what you do and is already doing good within that niche, and they give you advice, then 100% listen to them, because they know what they're talking about and they will definitely help you. And I'm pretty sure that like their advice versus a person who doesn't create content, like the amount of work is going to differ. They're going to tell you to do this much, and they're going to just tell you to like just not even, I would say up, it was just going to be like in a different direction. So yeah, a very quick video I wanted to make. So I don't know if you want to label this as a mindset video when it comes to content, but it is just one of those things where I've noticed that people do a lot where they create content and they'll listen to people who don't create content or don't even pay attention to the content creation side of things, and they'll take your advice. And so, like, my honest, simple answer is like, stop doing that. Like, you can take their advice and actually look at it from your own angle. But okay, yeah, you know what? That would actually make sense. But it's too complicated. I don't want to do it. It's that simple. But if somebody who's actually an authoritative figure comes to you and be like, hey, do this, 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 and then you're going to take their advice, you're going to look at them, they create content, you're going to, okay, this person is actually, his advice, this person's advice is actually going to benefit me. All right, pretty simple video today. I wanted to make this before, you know, it just goes into the archive in my mind or just in the notes. Yeah, I'll see you next week. And before I leave, I do have a free newsletter which I give daily value Monday to Friday. Some things I don't talk about in YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I don't post content related to that. It's only in text based, and it gets delivered directly to your inbox, and you can just read it and get free value out of it. Like, it's free for now. So if you're watching this video in a timely manner, then you can take advantage of that just by clicking on the link below and just subscribe to it for free. And yeah, if you're a business owner who wants one-on-one help with creating content and getting more leads using the content systems we install for you, just book a call with me one-on-one and we'll help you get started. Take care.